thought of the name Malayan because one of the inspirations in the creation of the school was our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, the pride of the Malay race, who once walked this part of the country just a little over a century ago.
Our mission is to be a global staple of excellence in professional education and research.
MCL is the #1 private school in Calabarzon.
Our mission is to provide the learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals.
To produce social wealth from the generation of new talents.
Excellence, loyalty, teamwork, discipline, and urgency. These are our core values.
To me, MCL is home.
Malayan is not just the buildings, the grounds, nor the facilities. More so, it is the people who comprise the institution. The smile of a student when he realizes that he just learned something. The embrace of friends without whom one cannot live. The values we instill, excellence and virtue.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
I am Malayan.
I am Malayan.
I am
Malay.
I am Malayan.
I am Malayan.
With the COVID-19 pandemic still at large, everything is at a standstill as days turn into months of uncertainty. Filipinos throughout the country struggle to keep themselves afloat. In these trying times, we are called to come together as one, to thrive amidst the challenges that we face. Malayan College's Laguna is steadfast in its efforts to continue surpassing the limits brought about by the situation, dedicating ourselves anew to provide a safe learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals, even in the most trying of times. Malayan College's Laguna, lighting the way to surpassing the new normal.
All that is normal may have escaped our grasp, but there is one thing that we have held tightly onto: passion. Passion is what drives us forward beyond the borders of the pandemic. Passion is why we continue to serve you quality education, whether you are in the classroom or at home. Passion is why we are ready and why we are dedicated to helping you to be ready, regardless of the circumstances. Our promise of excellence and virtue remains right here. When mentoring becomes life coaching, qualified mentors beyond the four walls of the classroom, nurturing in an online learning environment, Malayan College's Laguna, leading the way to surpassing the new normal. How do we deliver quality education amidst the pandemic? We make sure that you are equipped with online courses in the safety of your own home. Finding new solutions. Solutions that would help you study more and worry less during these challenging times. We believe that contributing new solutions can surpass all limits. One of the solutions is to go digital. Malayan Colleges Laguna, finding solutions to surpass the new normal.
Okay, so good afternoon. Good afternoon to all our viewers and attendees. Welcome to another session of Viewpoints. My name is Hazel with Miss Mia and Miss Shaila. So we are from the Academic Services Admissions Office. And so, meron po ulit tayong another session of Viewpoints this afternoon. So this time naman po we'll be talking about the senior high school po. So what is Viewpoints? Yan, so basically po, it is all about the online discussion for new students and parents. Yan, so dahil po medyo limited po yung conversation or yung mga ways po natin to get to know each other and yung mga concerns po natin na ma-raise. So we are taking this opportunity po, like yung viewpoints po, to speak to the parents and our new students for your concerns and para po inform din po natin yung mga new students about the application and online learning at MCL. Okay, ayan po. So, let us also welcome po with us is our Assistant Vice President for Academic Services, Professor James Ronald O. Messina.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon to our parents and prospective new students for Viewpoints. Today is March 27, 2021, and I'm very glad to welcome our viewers. Kamusta po kayo and sana po ay safe kayo dahil nakaka-alarma po yung close to 10,000 new cases yesterday. That's why as part of our precautionary measures and also a contribution to the government, we are closing several segments of our operations and we are reaching to the parents through our online means, and one of it is actually the Viewpoints. So this afternoon we'll be talking about the senior high school programs and hopefully po lahat po ng mga questions ninyo about senior high school ay malinawan dito sa Viewpoints na ito. While we are very excited to welcome you physically here at MCL, meron po tayong mga limitations. That's why please accept our apologies that we're using this online means to reach out to our parents and new students. So sana po ay mag-raise po kayo ng maraming questions dito so that before we end the session, all your concerns and queries will be tackled, will be discussed, and will be clarified by our admissions team. So again, thank you very much for joining, and later I'll be joining the group in the question and answer portion. Sana po ay marami pong mga magtanong later. Ayan. Relax ka lang, Step. Ayan. So with the group also is Sia and Step in the prod team. So ngayon po ay I'll turn you over to Shai, Mia, and Hazel for our discussions. Thank you and good afternoon.
Okay, so thank you po, Professor James Ronald O. Messina. So let's now proceed to our next slide. Okay, so new student admission for academic year 2021 to 2022 is now open. So that means pag sinabi po natin na open admissions, ito po is wini-waive po natin yung entrance examination for new students. So naniniwala po kasi tayo ngayon na dahil pandemic po, gusto po natin makikooperate sa mga restrictions ng government about mass gathering, and unfortunately, we cannot have the entrance exam at present. So if you're interested, tumatanggap na po kami ng applications. Later po, we will discuss yung procedure kung paano po tayo mag-a-apply. Okay, so please be guided of our operating hours. So as a precautionary measure against COVID-19, most of our transactions are remote. So including po dyan yung admissions office. Meron po tayong limited na business operating schedule, and we are open Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Ayan, so sabi nga po natin, like ito pong Viewpoints po is yung tinitake po natin na opportunity po para mag-reach out po to the new students and parents. Ayan, so yun po, let's be guided po dun sa operating hours po natin. Anyway, if you have concerns and further na information na gusto pong malaman from MCL, feel free po to call us. Meron po tayong mga helpline. So later po, ipa-flash po natin yan with our email addresses. Okay? So Malayan Colleges Laguna po is a wholly owned subsidiary of Mapua University. Ito po yung nasa Intramuros and Makati. So meron po silang bagong campus na situated naman po sa Davao City. Sila naman po yung Malayan Colleges Mindanao. So MCM po opened last 2017, while MCL po opened its doors to our new students in 2007. So kami pong tatlong universities and institutions po are members of the Yuchenko Group of Companies. Yan. So we are happy of being present din po in Calabarzon. So makikita nyo po yung aming map that we are along the South Luzon Expressway. Ayan, so strategically located in Cabuyao City, Laguna, and around us po are numerous industrial and commercial hubs. Ayan, so dito po kasi yung mga employability ng students po natin are guaranteed dahil nandito rin po sa region natin yung mga prospective employers ng ating mga graduates and students. Ayan, so let me share po one of the milestones na nakuha po ng MCL that we are also happy to share. So in October 2019, Malayan Colleges Laguna has been granted an autonomous status by the Commission on Higher Education. And pag sinabi po nating autonomous status, that means that MCL were given lesser regulatory and control measures of the government, and that will give the school a lot of opportunities to improve po yung quality system and yung delivery po ng instructions po namin dun sa mga stakeholders and students po natin. So this will also boost our internationalization efforts. Sorry po. Ayan, so kaya din po kami excited na i-share to sa inyo, especially po dun po sa mga new students and parents po natin. Is because MCL po is a very young institution to be given this recognition and status. Ayan, so MCL po was able to get the recognition nung year 13 po namin. Yan. So within 13 years po, now we were granted na rin po the autonomous status. Yan. So isa po ito sa mga naging success stories po namin. Yan. So next slide po is another sharing of another milestone that we received last December 2020. So ito po yung inclusion po namin, yung 3-star overall ranking sa QS World University Rankings. Ayan, so napaka-batang institution nga po ni MCL to be given and to be recognized internationally by having this 3-star rating in QS. So aside from the 3-star, meron din po kaming nakuha na 5-star rating, which is the highest rating for employability, and 4-star rating for facilities. Yan po. So yung next slide po natin is the framework of viewpoints. So ano po ba yung pag-uusapan po natin mainly dito po sa viewpoints? So we will talk about the different viewpoints and perspectives from the government, educational institutions, students, and parents. Ayan. So kaya mahalaga rin po na mapag-usapan natin to para mas maintindihan po natin saan pupunta yung fully online in the new normal. Ayan. So let me call po Ms. Mia will join me to discuss with you po yung mga viewpoints po natin dito sa apat na framework natin.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Hazel. So now let's talk about yung ating viewpoints, yung apat na part nga po ng pag-uusapan natin. So we will be talking about the viewpoints of the government, educational institution, and syempre, we would like to know kung ano din po yung inyong mga pananaw or your perspective po sa new normal na situation natin ngayon. Okay? So let me start po sa first viewpoint. Viewpoint number 1 is from the government. So since last year po, meron tayo, since last year pa ang pandemic na to. So last year po from our DepEd Secretary, Secretary Leonor Briones, ang sabi niya po last 2020, we are going into a new normal because we are creating a brave new world, and we have to start with the children to give them courage, to give them initiative, to help them look at problems realistically, and to continually have hope and confidence that we will overcome, so on to the brave new world. And sabi niya rin po na hindi natin pwedeng payagan na magkaroon po ng 9 months na idle time yung ating mga students or yung mga batas na nakakulong lang sa kanilang sa inyo pong mga bahay. So mahirap po kung magsistay lang yung mga bata sa kanilang mga bahay without learning new things po. So same with the Commission on Higher Education, especially for college po, ang sabi po ng chairman ng Commission on Higher Education that quarantine or not, learning must continue. So iisa po yung perspective ng ating government pagdating sa education. For DepEd and SHED, learning must continue kahit po nandito tayo sa pandemic situation na to. Okay, next po is the viewpoint number 2 from educational institution. So we are discussing this, we are not representing po ang lahat ng educational institution, pero we believe na makaka-relate po yung ating mga other universities sa pagdi-discuss natin or sa mga pinag-uusapan po natin ngayong hapon. Okay po. So, as we all are adjusting sa learning environments under new normal, so MCL po started its operation noong 2006 nga po as mentioned po ni Miss Hazel. So, since 2006 po, ang learning na po or ang delivery na po ng pagtuturo dito sa MCL is blended. So, we have flexible learning spaces kasi hindi naman po dapat kinukulong lang sa four walls ng ating classroom yung learning ng bawat students natin. So, in MCL po, we have flexible learning spaces. So, gaya po ng nabanggit ko po earlier, since 2009, meron na po kaming tinatawag na EMCL. Okay po? So, electronic learning. So, blended na po kami ever since 2009. And this 2015, itong last 2015 po, as sa pagdami po ng mga students ni MCL, we have acquired po the learning management system. We call it Blackboard Learn. So kung may mga students po tayo nanonood dyan, they are very familiar na dito sa learning management system na to dahil ito yung ginagamit nila ngayon and very useful to ngayon, especially ngayon sa pandemic situation na wala tayong face-to-face na lahat ay online. So at in-enhance pa namin siya nitong 2020. Okay? Ano ba yung nakapaloob sa eFlip? Okay, so the extended learning time. Okay, extended learning time, ito po yung deadlines ng mga students natin. Kung before po, kung sa actual classes po, kapag nagku-quiz sila na isasubmit agad yung kanilang mga quizzes on the day nung klase nila or dun sa oras ng klase nila. Dito po sa using Blackboard Learn and other collaborative resources na meron si MCL, dito po na meron tayong mas mahabang time para po makapag-adjust yung ating mga students. So, medyo mahirap po yung naging situation natin kasi nga biglaan, pero all of us are adjusting. So, that's why ginagawa po ito ni MCL para naman ma-support din yung kanya-kanyang adjustment ng mga students. Also, we have the self-paced learning. Kaya po nang sabi ko kanina, from the start pa lang ng term, binibigay na po agad ng mga professors yung kanilang mga modules, yung kanilang mga activities sa student mula pa lang sa unang linggo ng term natin or unang semester pa lang, unang week ng semester. Then, ang possible na maging deadline nito is at the end of the semester. So, meron tayong mga materials or mga subscription po and available resources na pinoprovide natin sa mga students. So, we have Blackboard Collaborate, we have Zoom, ayan po. We also have Wiley. Ito pong Wiley, is like you will have a library or meron kayong bit-bit na 10,000 ebooks. So you can access them anytime, anywhere. So we also have Lobster. Ayan po, Panopto. So pwede po yung ma-access ng lahat ng MCL students. Okay po? So once po na mag-resume na yung ating class, so pag pinayagan na tayo ng government na magkaroon tayo ng face-to-face classes, so possible po na ang gagawin natin is mag-follow pa rin tayo sa strict social distancing, syempre. Number one po is magre-reduce tayo ng class size. So, dito po sa next slide natin, makikita po ninyo dun sa left side, ito po yung itsura ng classroom natin prior pandemic. So, maximum po tayo ng 40 students per classroom. Pero kapag pinayagan na tayo magkaroon ng face-to-face, possible po na magkaroon na lang tayo ng 15 to 20 students per classroom. So, makikita po ninyo dito yung magiging itsura ng classrooms natin or ng bawat klase natin sa pag nag-resume na po tayo ng face-to-face. Okay po? So, next po is viewpoint number 3. So, we would like to know po sa mga viewers po natin ngayon is kung ano po ba yung perspective po ninyo dito sa ating setup na new normal. So, gusto po naming malaman kung meron po kayong ano po ba yung mga na-experience po ninyo since meron na po kayong background kung ano yung nangyari nitong new normal na situation natin. Ano ba yung mga ina-expect din po ninyo or mga problems na na-encounter po ninyo during nitong online learning sa mga current school po ninyo. So, we would like to know po kung meron kayong mga ma-share sa amin na mga experiences and ayan po, kaya po itong viewpoint para malaman din po namin kung ano po yung inyo pong perspective. Okay po? So, pwede din po kayong mag-ask ng questions sa ating comment section po. We are live po sa YouTube and sa Facebook. So, later on, kapag may mga questions na po kami ma-receive, we will answer them live po. So, yun po. Okay. So, while waiting po sa ating mga questions, we will now discuss po yung procedures ng application and it will be discussed by Ms. Shaila po.
We continue, maybe we can give a run-through of our program offerings for senior high school. I'm sure the parents are interested to know our program offerings.
Yes po. For the program offerings po, especially for senior high school, we are offering STEM, ABM, we have UMS and ICT po. Kung mapapansin po ninyo, apat lang po yung ino-offer namin. I mean, 2 track lang po ang ino-offer ni MCL na binigay po from the government or from DepEd. Kasi inalign po ni MCL yung mga strands na ino-offer po namin na STEM, ABM, UMS, and ICT sa mga college programs na meron na po kami. So if ever po na meron kayong questions regarding kung para saan ba yung STEM, ano ba yung ginagawa sa ABM, ano bang dinidiscuss sa UMS or sa ICT. Later on, we will have a viewpoint session regarding that. So, also, we can assist din po kayo sa inyong mga concerns sa mga helplines na ipa-flash po namin later. Ayan po. So, now let's proceed po sa step-by-step application procedure na i-discuss po ni Ms. Shaila.
Ayan. So, while waiting po for Miss Shai, ito po yung admissions helplines po namin. So, pwede niyo po kaming kontakin through this contact numbers and email addresses po. So, meron na rin po tayong assigned na enrollment advisors for your concerns po and application procedure. So, for surnames po, starting from A to C, so ako po yung enrollment advisor nyo. Feel free po na makipag-coordinate po sa amin for your concerns. Surnames starting from D to L, so si Miss Shaila po yung enrollment advisor nyo. Surnames starting from M to R, that's Miss Mia Tatlonghari. And then surnames starting from S to Z, so that's Miss Zia Hicolea po. Ayun po. So later po, i-flash po ulit namin to para ma-capture nyo po yung mga contact numbers and email addresses. So, let's proceed na po dun po sa ating step-by-step procedure.
Good afternoon po ulit. For the step-by-step application procedure naman po, you need to fill out the online admissions form and the link is join.mcl.edu.ph. And after you submit the admissions form po, pwede na po kayo mag-proceed po sa step number 2. Makaka-receive po kayo ng confirmation letter from us po para po pagbayad po kayo ng application fee po. Meron po tayong 2 options for the application fee. Ang option number 1 po is to book an appointment po para po makapagbayad kayo ng on-site. And yung option 2 po ay yung off-site. Sa ngayon po, wala po muna tayong on-site application fee po, and ito po yung off-site payment channels po natin. Pwede po tayong magbayad sa RCBC over-the-counter, RCBC online banking, GCash, Paymaya, Cebuana Luwilier, and M. Luwilier po. Mag-fill out po kayo ng form para po sa billing po para makapagbayad po kayo ng 400 pesos po for the application fee. And after you are done with the payment po, yung proof of payment nyo po ay i-send nyo po sa email address po na nakalagay po sa email nyo po, and makaka-receive po kayo ng acceptance letter from us po para gagamitin nyo po siya sa enrollment po starting po June 1.
Okay po. So, ayun po yung ating step-by-step application procedures po. So, you can visit our Facebook page para po makita po ninyo kung ano yung step-by-step na procedure natin. Lahat naman po ng link ng forms na kailangan po nyo i-fill out ay makikita nyo rin po sa aming Facebook page. Ayan po. So, any questions po from our viewers? And once again po, we will flash our helplines para po makita, ma-take note po ninyo kung sino yung inyong mga enrollment advisors. Ayan. Okay, so once again, dinivide na po namin sila according sa surnames po ninyo. So, kami po yung mga, kami pong tatlo ang mga enrollment advisors ninyo based po sa surname starting from A to C kay Miss Hazel, surname starting from D to L kay Miss Shai, and surname starting from M to R sa akin po kayo na mga students. Then surname starting from S to Z kay Miss Zia naman po. So please take note po yung ating mga contact numbers, and if you want to kung gusto po ninyo na kayo po yung tawagan po namin, pwede rin po yun. You may request, you may fill out our call request form. Scan nyo lang po yung QR code na nakikita po ninyo sa screen. Okay po. Okay, any questions po from our viewers? Ayan. So baka meron din pong nagtatanong, meron bang entrance exam sa MCL? So na-discuss nga po ni Ms. Hazel kanina na MCL admission exam is waived for academic year 2021 and 2022. You may already submit your applications po sa aming website.
And po, so we have another question here from Ms. Yaya Garcia. So, will you offer fully online for senior high school this coming school year? Ayan, so yes po, most likely yes. Kasi po wala pa rin naman po tayong permit and go signal from the government and CHED po na pwede na po tayo mag face-to-face. So hanggat wala po tayong announcement for the resuming of the blended learning or face-to-face classes po, so fully online po muna tayo for senior high school for academic year 2021 to 2022.
Okay po. So while we're waiting po sa mga questions po ninyo, we will discuss po yung aming mga future plans para po sa ating mga incoming senior high school. Ayan. Magkakaroon po tayo ng event po this coming April. I think this coming April po yung My Future, My Digital Choice. So, normally, ang ginagawa po namin doon or prior pandemic, yun po ay mga workshop ng mga bawat programs na ino-offer po ni MCL. So, for senior high school, para malaman po ninyo kung ano ba yung strand na bagay sa akin, ano ba yung strand na aligned sa gusto kong kunin sa college, makakatulong itong My Future, My Digital Choice na event na to na gagawin ni MCL para sa inyo to help you para malaman ninyo kung ano yung mga strands na pwede nyong kunin. Okay? So, for example, we will have magkakaroon tayo ng workshop for STEM, magkakaroon tayo ng workshop for EBM, meron din sa UMS and ICT. Okay, so for the details po, we will announce the details sa aming Facebook page. So better po kung ma-like nyo din yung aming Facebook page and other social media accounts po. Ayan.
Okay, let us share with them our communication channels, yung ating Viber group and Telegram group, so that if they have concerns, they can send us messages and they can also get updates dun sa mga platforms na yon. Ano pa yung
Ayan
mga
po, so
other concerns na
appreciated po.
na-receive natin from our students? Yung mga kadalasang emails, concerns sa telephone o kaya sa mobile phones. Maybe the three ladies here could share to our audience yung mga common questions sa ating helplines para sa halip na isa-isa natin silang sasagutin. We have viewers here na definitely baka nakaka-relate dun sa mga concerns na yon, so pwede nating i-discuss at this time.
Sige po. We'll start with the voucher po. Since senior high school po ito, yun po yung isa sa mga frequently asked question po sa amin. So kung about po doon sa voucher, especially kung sila po ay galing na po sa ESC school, ibig sabihin sila po ay ESC grantee na po, tumatanggap po si MCL ng voucher from the government. Ito po yung subsidy na galing po sa government na makakatulong po sa inyo for your tuition fee or yung mga school fees po natin. Kailangan, ang requirement lang po kasi natin dito for the voucher is yung certification from your school if you are an ESC grantee po. So siguro po mas maganda po na inquire po natin din sa school natin ngayon kung sila po ba ay nagbibigay ng ESC certificates. If yes po, ayun po, si principal po or si school head po ngayon yung gagawa ng certificates nyo na sasubmit nyo naman po dito sa MCL upon your enrollment. So for the students naman po na non-ESC, pwede po kayo mag-apply po sa DepEd. So own application nga lang po ito. Anyway, ang matatanggap nyo na pong certificate from them is yung QVR. Ito naman po yung Qualified Voucher Recipients. Pwede nyo pong ma-visit yung website po ng DepEd. So pwede nyo pong puntahan yung ovap.payap.gov.ph. Ayan. So doon po sila nagbibigay ng mga announcement and requirements na kailanganin nyo po to apply for your vouchers.
Yan. So, napaka-importante niyang mga communications channel na yan so that we can always talk to our clients kung meron kayong mga concerns ay masagot po namin agad. Ang tawag dyan ay NT. New Technology and basically, yan. So, pwede nating gamitin yung mga yan. New techniques in communication as part of the new normal. Okay? Meron din ang mga ATF, yung mga all-time favorite na nag-email, tumatawag sa mga helplines. Kanina, meron tayong all-time favorite na subscriber. Tama? Pero college yung kanyang interest, which is mechanical engineering. And we are very happy to entertain those questions. So we have here one question from Joji. When will you send out the letter of acceptance? Ayan. So number one, paumanhin po na nade-delay ang letter of acceptance na yan because the original intention of the letter of acceptance is number one, to confirm that you are accepted in the program that you applied for. Number two, to give you the specific instructions for enrollment na magaganap po sa June 1 pa naman. And third, to give you already the appointment for enrollment sa June. So, yun po yung tatlong purpose ng letter of acceptance. Unfortunately, meron po tayong mga changes dun sa number 2 and number 3 on the instructions for enrollment. And that actually causes the delay for us to release the letters. Otherwise, baka mamaya pagdating ng April, pagdating po ng May, bago na naman yung instruction, magagalit po kayo sa amin dahil pabago-bago yung mga instruction for enrollment. Kaya humihingi po ako ng paumanhin if we could be more patient doon po sa bagay na yon. Anyway, nakatanggap na po kayo ng email from us and that's already a confirmation that your application is accepted, acknowledged, and approved given that we are in open admissions. Another thing is, pag bigyan po kayo ng letter of acceptance, ang susunod po doon ay enrollment na, which will happen sa June pa. And take note also that we will be requiring documents for enrollment na makukuha nyo lang po ito pag natapos na yung previous school year doon sa junior high school na panggagalingan ng mga bata. So, yun po yung mga considerations bakit kung kami lang po ang masusunod, gusto na namin i-release yung letter of acceptance na yan. Pero ayaw po sana namin ng mga maiingay na later ay sasabihin na naggumulo po yung instruction. Kaya medyo due diligence po kami sa bagay na yan para po yung mabibigay naming instruction ay klaro and constant for our enrollment procedures for June 2021. So ngayon po, chill muna po tayo. Basta po may email kayo natanggap, you can proceed with the payment for application and whenever available na po yung letter of acceptance, we will be sending you. From time to time naman po, yung mga pinost kanina ni Mia na admissions and enrollment advisors, sila na po yung kukontakin ninyo kung may mga concern. So, yung letter of acceptance po definitely is just a formal information. But I agree with you, Georgie, that we need to send that, except that kailangan po namin muna nung final na list of list of procedures. Ang consideration po for the procedures ay yung pa rin pong ating adjustment. School year for public schools will end July. So may mga private schools po na sumunod doon. So baka mamaya pa magbigay tayo ng letter of acceptance, magbigay tayo ng appointment na June or July. Yung pala ay almost August matatapos yung school year ng mga bata. So may magkakaroon po tayo ng conflict sa communication. So kaya po medyo difficulty on our part also to basically finalize the schedule because of the uncertain many uncertain things that we are currently facing, plus the uncertainty also of the schedules not only of our enrollment but also yung mga restrictions sa quarantine. Ayan. So actually po gusto ko lang i-share, last year may ganyan po yung nangyari. Nag-schedule po kami ng enrollment ng July and August. Then biglang August, ni-revert ang Luzon o ang Calabarzon sa MECQ. So kawawa po yung mga tinamaan ng schedule nung mag-MECQ dahil may mga appointment na sila for on-site, then biglang na-bump up because of that. Ayaw na po namin mangyari. Sana yon. That's why we are very prudent in coming up with the schedule and the enrollment instructions. Yan. So salamat po sa pangunawa. And thank you also for completing the procedures that you can complete as of the moment dahil yan po talaga yung challenges natin sa ngayon. Yeah. Thank you po. Do we have other concerns? Yan. So linawin ko lang po again yung mga questions ulit na mga natatanggap natin sa helplines. Throw in nyo dito sa forum para yung may mga similar questions ay maka-relate. So for example, Mia, yung question na pag halimbawa ba UMS ang kukuhaning senior high school strand, malilimit ba yung bata kung halimbawang later magbago yung isip niya for college, biglang gusto niyang mag-engineering, gusto niyang mag-BS Biology, gusto niyang mag-accountancy. Ano ba ang regulation or policy dito? Kasi ngayon, gusto ng bata ay UMS pero hindi pa siya masyadong sigurado. So Mia, maybe you can answer that part so that our parents may be enlightened and we can also help them in deciding for what strand or track to choose for senior high school.
Okay po. So, for those na hindi pa po sure kung ano yung gusto nilang strand na kunin this coming grade 11 nila, hindi naman po magiging hadlang yung inyo pong strand na kukunin sa senior high school dun sa college program na gusto nyo talaga. Ngayon kasi yung mga students po natin, Sir James, hindi pa sila ganun ka-decided sa kanila pong mga kukunin na strands or kukunin na college programs. So, kapag naman po sila, halimbawa, nag-take nga po ng UMS, tapos bigla pong naisip na, gusto ko po palang mag-engineering o kaya gusto ko po palang mag-accountancy, pwede pa rin naman po silang mag-apply sa mga programs na yon. Though, ang senior high school po talaga is preparation nila yon for college. So, better kung ang kukunin nilang strand ay aligned na rin po sa kukunin nilang college programs. Katulad po ng ino-offer natin dito sa MCL, we are offering STEM since we are already offering engineering programs na aligned po sa STEM. So yun po, hindi naman po requirement or hindi naman po kailangan na align, pero better or mas maganda kung align po yung program, yung strand natin dun sa college program na kukunin natin in the future after senior high school. Ayun po.
Okay, so what if I want to be an accountant after college? What strand would you recommend for me?
EBM, sir, for
Ayan.
accountancy.
So, what if I want to take up political science and eventually take up law after senior high school?
UMS po ang aligned na strand for
Yan. So,
political
humanities and
science.
social sciences. So, just to reiterate, ang policy po ng Commission on Higher Education ay tanggapin lahat ng senior high school graduates to any program of their choice. So, yun po ang na umiiral na policy ng CHED dyan sa bagay na yan. Pero nire-recommenda po namin at ng mga educators na i-align na po natin yung senior high school sa gustong kuhaning programa for college dahil yan naman po ang purpose and intention ng senior high school para magkaroon ng alignment dahil yung 2 taon po na dinagdag sa grade 11 and grade 12 ay preparation for college. So bagamat sila ay matatanggap, yung example ko kanina, humanities and social science ang kinuha sa senior high, and later on siya ay kumuha ng engineering, matatanggap siya dahil yon ang sinasabi po ng CHED. Pero siya po ay madi-disadvantage to some extent dahil yung mga kaklase niya na STEM ay merong magandang foundation sa mathematics, algebra, physics, chemistry na hindi naman kinukuha sa humanities and social sciences. Kasi yung mga kinukuha lang nila ng mga mathematics courses ay basically yun lang pong primary level. Basic algebra courses or mathematics courses. Samantalang yung mga STEM, merong mga higher maths in preparation for engineering program in college. So pwede kung sa pwede yung UMS mag-engineering, yung ABM mag-political science, yung UMS ay later on kumuha ng ICT, pwede kung sa pwede, pero baka mahirapan po yung bata. So makakatulong po na pag-usapan ng mga magulang at ng mga bata na papasok for grade 11 kung ano ba yung kanilang mga strengths, weaknesses, passion, interest, so that we can align it to the senior high school program that they will take. Also, we are flashing again our helplines. Kaya po tayo merong admission and enrollment advisors because part of the service that MCL would like to give to our parents and new students is the career guidance program wherein at the initial stage, we would like to help in guiding our prospective students in choosing what strand for senior high school to take. Ayan. So, tawagan nyo po yung mga admissions and enrollment advisors na yan kung meron kayong agam-agam tungkol dun sa strand na kukuhanin ng bata. Halimbawa, ang laging tanong dyan, gusto niyang mag-IT sa college. So, nalilito siya. Anong kukunin niya? STEM o ICT? Anong sagot doon, Hazel? So, mag-enroll ako for college. Ang gusto ko ay IT. Ano ang kukuhanin ko for SHS? ICT ba or STEM?
Ayun po. So, mas maganda po siguro na magkaroon din po ng self-assessment po yung student. So, mas kilala po niya yung sarili niya, yung skills na meron siya ngayon, at kung ano po ba yung mga gusto pa po niyang matutunan sa school. Si STEM po kasi is more on the theoretical po tayo dyan, while ICT naman po kasi is a skill-based program. So, kung siya po, sa palagay niya sa sarili niya ay tech-savvy po siya, so mas maganda po na makuha po niya yung ICT for senior high school.
Ayan. So basically yan, kagaya ng sinabi ni Hazel, tanungin yung bata, i-assess ng bata yung kanyang sarili. Kung siya yung mas cognitive na tao, ibig sabihin siya yung learner na natututunan niya yung concepts mathematically, pati yung science na part, at okay siya dun sa part na yon, problem solving, then we would recommend na yung STEM. Pero kung siya yung dun sa skill part, which is Hindi ako magaling sa mga written exam. Hindi ko yan masyadong specialization. Pero pag gawin mo ako ng program, kaya kong gawin. So skill yun. So we recommend the ICT. Because yung ICT po ay under the technical and vocational track na basically ito po ay skill-based training. Kaya dapat po ma-differentiate hanggat maaga yung bagay na yon. So maganda yung academic preparation na ipoprovide ng STEM kung plano ng bata na mag-IT, mag-computer science pagdating ng college. Napakaganda ng preparation ng STEM. Pero kung siya naman ay mas on the creative side, skill side, okay din po yung ICT. Ano pa yung mga factors to be considered? If the student has inclination on animation, on design, di ba? On programming, we are highly recommending that the student takes the ICT track. Yan. So depende rin po. Paano pag gusto ng bata na siya ay mag-multimedia arts o communications pagdating ng college, Mia? Yung multimedia arts muna, what will we recommend as a stepping stone program in senior high school for MMA?
For MMA po, kung gaya po ng sinabi po ni Miss Hazel kanina na they need to assess muna kung ano yung hilig ba talaga ng bata. So kung gusto po ng student is more on technical side nung MMA or nung production, better po na mag-take po siya ng ICT kasi ang ICT po ay meron pong animation. So, included din po doon sa MMA po yung animation. Ayan po.
Ayan. So, sana po yung mga kinukwento ko at pagpaparecite ko dito sa tatlong to ay makatulong sa pagde-decide on what senior high school track to take para po dun sa inyong mga bata. Okay? Sa mga anak ninyo na mag-e-enroll. And kagaya po ng sinabi ko, i-flash ulit natin yung ating helplines. Ito po ay additional service that we offer to the parents. Lagay ko nga yung sarili ko sa taas. Ayan. So, tawagin po natin yung mga admissions and enrollment advisors na naka-assign sa inyo para mag-guide po kayo dun sa mga tanong ninyo sa strand. Bakit? Mahirap po kasi kung medyo petics tayo dyan sa bagay na yan, na ano na lang maisip natin na strand, ano na lang yung makita natin na inclination ng bata. Ang nagiging problema po na pagdating dito ng senior high school, bigla niyang na-realize, iba yung passion niya. So, babagsak siya sa academics, wala siyang motivation na mag-aral. So, hindi magiging successful yung bata. Masasayang yung panahon, masasayang yung pera ng mga magulang, masasayang po yung galit ninyo. Sa panahon ngayon, hindi tayo dapat nagpapastress sa mga bagay-bagay. Kaya po, kausapin po natin ang ating mga anak at kung kailangan nyo po ang tulong ng MCL to our enrollment advisors, we will be happy to assist you on that. Diba? In fact, meron kaming ongoing na program dyan, yung C-Cube, Coaching on Career Choices. So we're activating that program through our enrollment advisors. So please feel free to contact us. Actually, kahit ako po, willing akong magbigay ng mga online meetings with the parents and the students para lang mag-guide sila doon sa tamang track for senior high school. Kasi napaka-importante pong gawin yan, yung pagpili na yan hanggang ganito kaaga. Para po hindi po tayo nagkakamali later. Kasi sayang ang panahon, sayang ang perang ginagastos. So, i-guide po natin yung mga bata. Okay, do we have other concerns? Meron pa ba tayong mga tanong? Step. Yan. Tumatanggap po kayo ng grade 12 ulit galing sa private school siya. Ano kayang ibig sabihin to? Transferee, Mia.
Kung transferee po siya, sir, possible, ang ginagawa natin yung previous practice po natin for transferee, kailangan muna nilang mag-submit po ng complete grades na may final grade, yung report card nila, kailangan meron tayong final grade for evaluation purposes po para malaman natin kung ano yung mga subjects na makikredit po sa kanya. Ayun po, sir. So, yun po.
Yan. So, ang bottom line po niyan, kontakin nyo si Mia o kung sino mang enrollment advisor para magawan po kayo ng plan of study at mabigyan kayo ng guidance. So, dahil transferee po kayo, ito po yung mga kukuhanin niyang subjects, ito po yung mga dapat niyang i-enroll, ito po yung makikredit, at doon po makikita ninyo kung kailan matatapos yung bata at makakatulong ba yung paglipat niya sa MCL considering na yung grade 12 niya or rather grade 11 niya ay nakuha na niya doon sa previous school. Okay. Meron ba bang other questions and concerns? Helplines again. Meron ba mga laging katanungan sa helplines? Shaila? Galaw-galaw? Ayan. So may mga ganun po kasi mga tanong kadalasan sa helpline. So yan po mga advisors natin, Hazel, Shai, Mia, and Sia. Sila po ay in coordination with me. We are willing to give counseling to our new prospective new students and applicants. Tawagan nyo lang po kami and we can set a meeting with you through Teams or kahit i-email namin sa inyo yung recommendation. Ito naman po ay recommendation lang. Kayo din po ang magde-decide kung ano po ang pipiliin nilang program for senior high school. Diba? Pero importante rin minsan yung may nakakausap na iba, may natatanong para mag-guide po kayo. And definitely we'll be talking about experience. Experience in dealing with career counseling, dealing with things like this, guiding our students on career choices, and also the experiences and the success stories of our graduates in the senior high school. Okay, so parang wala na. Meron pa ba tayong nakalimutan? Yan. So again, thank you very much for joining Viewpoints for March 27, 2021. On behalf of our administrators, pinapanalangin po namin na matapos na rin po ang pandemya na ito, itong mga uncertainties na to, at palagay ko po ayan yung dasal ng bawat isa. And we are very thankful for your collaboration, for giving your time this afternoon for Viewpoints for our online discussion about open admissions and enrollment. Okay, again, this is an open invitation for our senior high school students. Another Viewpoints event on April 10, 2021 that will be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And April 17 and 24 will be having My Future, My Digital Choice. So I am James Ronald Messina. With me is Hazel, Mia, Shai, Zia, and Pearl. Salamat po sa inyong pag-attend and ingat po tayong lahat. Magandang hapon po.